Today we're going to go check out a new vehicle that is going to be kind of helpful for the channel as well as myself. Driving this thing for the last couple years as a daily, I've had really no issues, but I'm slowly starting to learn that in order to do bigger projects on my car, I need a daily. So today we're going to go check out a new car. This car has treated me so well. Just reached over 200,000 miles if you guys did not know. And this thing has never left me on the side of the road for the last 3 years that I've had this. I want to get into more deeper projects where I need to be able to leave this thing ripped apart overnight and not have to drive it to school or work the next day. This new car, if we pick it up, will be such a blessing to be able to rip this thing apart, and it'll just make for better videos. We'll have double content. I thought it would be kind of nice to have some Thin Mints on the trip down to go see the car.
Isn't this underwear in there?
Yep. I don't know why.
What?
Literally found it in my backpack.
You know why.
If you put me in gear,
I was just gonna shake it for you. Look at this loose shifter bushing, man.
We need a new bushing.
Fix that. You need my bushings and my clutch, because your clutch is trash.
Okay, I want your opinion on, without telling them what it is, what's your opinion about this vehicle?
No.
No?
I think it's an okay choice for a winter beater. If it's clean, then send it.
For the price.
I just hope I'm not gonna have to be pulling you out.
Oh, you will. No, I think I'll be okay. So it'll all make sense after you obviously know if the car. So I don't know if I'm gonna.
I'm okay with it as long as you let me drive it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to drive.
I wanna drift it.
I'll just say it's gonna be better at drifting than this thing.
You think so?
To some extent.
I still think I'm gonna tread better than you.
It is something that I never thought I would buy.
Yeah, if we say anything else.
If the car ends up being bad and I don't want it, then I'll tell you anyways what it was, but.
Can we talk about... We're going to give you a little hint. Right now you can start making your guesses with the hint that Jordan's going to give you.
So, it almost sounds exactly like if we're buying another one of these. It's a 4-cylinder. It's a 5-speed. That was my requirement. Like, if I was buying a daily, I still want the daily to be manual. And rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel. Which is going to be on the fence, like, how, like, obviously it's not going to handle as good as this thing in the snow, but since we're dumping so much money into this, it's really not worth it to let it rot out more. But I don't know if we'll pull out the camera while looking at the car. I know we're not coming home with it today, because I would still have to get all the paperwork and stuff done.
How long is this drive?
About 40 minutes.
40 hours, alright, we're going to be there in a little while.
Oh, dude, that's clean! What?
That's got how many miles?
172.
172,000. That's a little bit less than this, more than my car. But yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely got some rot and some rust in some spots, but nothing too detrimental from what I saw. The engine sounded healthy.
Yeah, so. The engine sounded like super quiet, like no ticking, no nothing. Said that it doesn't really burn oil, which is a good thing because this car burns oil, so it'd be nice having something that doesn't actually burn oil. But the car that I'm looking for, and specifically I was actually looking into getting a car. I didn't even see myself looking into it just because normally they're too expensive, but for that type of vehicle right there, for the price that I'm getting at, and just for the pure fact that it has a I can throw some stuff in it when trying to get some parts for this. Obviously, it's not going to be a build. It's literally like that's going to be the daily and just being able to drive it around and stuff. So, I think we might pull the trigger on it. But I told the guy I'm going to go home, think about it, and then we'll see what we can get out of it from there. So, put it back.
Of course, you make me look like the fat one, huh?
No, actually, I finished this entire thing except for the last couple.
Oh, that's two.
A little side note, if you are into the Thin Mints, throw them in the freezer the day before.
Yeah, I'm not giving you that.
I was gonna go for it. Throw them in the freezer. They're actually really nice when they're frozen. Anyways, we're back. It was about a 40-minute drive, and like I was saying, I think the opportunity to, like, my main focus is I want to get this car to where I want it to be, which right now is very hard to do when I have to drive it back and forth to work, school every single day, putting a ton of miles on it. Honestly, when we're fixing all the paint and stuff, I really do not want to be spending money on a paint job just to drive in the snow again and then have it rust. It's going to be a good option to have a daily. What would be cool is I'm actually pretty stoked to be working on a car that obviously I'll care about it. I won't care as much about it as this thing. So we could do smaller install videos on that and just like how to repair stuff on it. Say I got a big part that I need to get into this car and I can't drive it away to the store to pick that up. I can take the other one, throw it in, you know? You're back to this, you fix it, and the race car is done. Speaking of that, I still need to fix my roof. This side is done. This side, we just need to wrap it.
This overspray?
It is overspray, but I said screw it because I need to replace this anyway.
Look at that fender. It's been like that for a minute now. I did that back when I went to cabin after I did that. This was when we had the shop. So this was back in, it was right before we got kicked out. So what was that, April-ish? So yeah. We went to the junkyard, we picked up that fender, I scuffed it down, primed it, and put it on the car, and then went to the car show later that day, and it's been like that ever since. But, oh wow, look at this. You don't want to see that receipt. I think it says Subaru Premium Silver. That's what we were talking about right there, that full base. So we picked up that, we picked up some primer. The plan was to get this repainted before winter. I was gonna do the bumper, the fender, possibly blend those little quarter panel pieces and then maybe handles. Oh, and that roof vein that I have, plan was to finish that because Calvin's got some black and I got the clear and primer, so we were just gonna finish that. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe it won't because it's getting very cold out now, so shooting out of a gun, I think it tends to like clog up and clog up more, so you'd be getting very spotty and blotchy, and for how much I spent on getting paint, I don't want to do it, waste the paint and have it come out like crap.
We're going at it. Oh! Winner! I am super excited to get into another car, specifically a daily, because I have been dailying the WX for the last 2.5 years, almost 3. Having a daily car that's easy to drive and actually functional, I mean, not that this thing's that bad, but that's kind of comfortable to ride in and just will save me the time on fixing this. Time to find you another one. Hopefully we might be going to pick it up in a couple of days. I just gotta run numbers and paperwork and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you don't know, we are actually having another channel launch. We launched it today. There's gonna be our extended videos as well as our podcast videos that you guys can watch. And this is only if you're an OG of this channel, or if you just really care about us, you're going over there and you're hitting the subscribe button. It's gonna be cool starting from 0 subs, work our way back up to what we have right now. So we'll see how many of you guys join the new squad.
10 minutes. Peace out and have a thin day.